Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll work against the blitz. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Go! 18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the deficit stays at 7.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
We've set it downs from 37.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get it.
Off the play fake, Milrow. He's got it near the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on. Set.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
Try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
70, Timberwolves. Go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down from the 42. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready? Let's go.
Looking to throw here. That one's nabbed by Komet. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
70 Lions. Bravo 80.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're to the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Bates' kick is up and good. And that gets him back to within 11.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Let's go. Big key bites.
No row from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's caught. He found some space. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He gets with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Cuffs. This is Xavier Leggett. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
46-yard line.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
79 Broncos.
He's going to throw it. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it. 4th and 3. They'll throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st. New set of downs from 37. Up the middle, Hubbard. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the 1st defender, heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
I'll throw it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Let's go now.
Running right side by McMillan. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers Coast fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Blast through midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-possession game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Panthers 10. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. We get with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Check up.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have the football as he reports his 12th INT of this season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Seahawks. First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. Complete to Walker on the check down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Go. Ready?
From the gun, Milrow. He's got it. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
We've set it downs from 37.
Ready! Liking 18! Ready!
Walker on 1st down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Ready!
Milrow hangs on to it. And keeping the zone read constant. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Bronco 80!
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And this is going to be a kick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, go!
Back to the air following that pick 6. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Puts everything he has under this one. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead.
17. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Airing it out to start this drive. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Working quickly here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Takes the 2nd down snap. It is cut left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Back to the air they go on second down. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe 2 more snaps. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He can't hang on to the pass, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Looking to throw. Throwing this for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock instead just a turnover on downs. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, this is Etienne. Looks away from one. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Hubbard on the give. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's the snap on 4th. Throw left side, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out is going to carry on. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8 Cougar 19.
They'll go play action. Hits him on the out route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. That pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a Walker run. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Panthers get to that one. While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
70. Here we go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. And it's Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To the air, Milrow. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. The ball is out. Picked up by the Panthers. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And he doesn't slide down to be paced for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready. Drop ball 80. Let's go.
3rd down from the gun. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Brings it in at the 12. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, Let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's caught by Hubbard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Shut up! Liking 18!
Looking in the air here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, let's go now!
Handoff out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the red zone now. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. That is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Curtain short, it's Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. The defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. He got away with one there.
And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they could rip that ball away from you, too.
First down throw here from Milrow. Cut near the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
This QB is making it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Milrow's going to sneak it. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow the lead now to 22 points. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He gets with a return here. Escapes a defender. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Seahawks take possession on his 13th INT of this season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
On first down, they'll run. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Dorian Williams makes the play. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the ball. Run it.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Chased out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Teteroa McMillan he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Set, go.
Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever miss an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he takes it down to the 33. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. Looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him up.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Seahawks moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Come on,
Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? The recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Well-designed run. Here's Milrow. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
18 Cardinal.
It's a design run for Milrow.
Here we go.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
70.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out.